Hi there, this is Matt Cole of Go On Productions, and I present to you proudly the Johnny September Takeover.
Dun, dun. And my co-host and creator brainchild, Matthew Holman.
And that's Johnny September on the other mic.
Hey, and this is what I do. I can sniff out a podcast in a 60-mile radius. I show up and I just take over.
So in this podcast today, what we're actually going to talk about is all about Infinite Jest by David Foster Wallace.
You know what? I know about what 3 of those words mean.
Which 3 words, Johnny?
David. David is a character in the Bible, and he had a gun.
David did have a gun. I remember that's how he killed Goliath, right?
He killed Goliath with a gun right in the head.
Goliath just walked up with his huge sword, and David was like, a boom, boom.
David shot that giant dead.
Well, that's what Infinite Jest is about, actually.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so Infinite Jest is actually this really cool book by David Foster Wallace where it's a reimagining of biblical myths. Ooh, sorry. Let me change that for our listeners out there that are a little religious. Biblical myths. So, and that's what Infinite Jest is about. They do a Noah's Ark.
I would like to know more.
Well, you tell me, Johnny.
Oh, hey, well, you know what? There was a voice from the sky, and it said, hey, you Cleons, grab one of each animal that starts with a letter from the alphabet, find its mate, and put them on a raft.
Could you name an animal that starts with each letter of the alphabet?
I can.
Okay,
an eater.
That's the animal that only eats people named Ann, right?
Yes. Give me another letter.
B.
B, a bicycle bee.
C.
C, a cat swab.
D.
D's nuts.
Oh!
And you just got Johnny September Takeover.
You just got Johnny September Takeover.
Oh, look, there's my future ex.
Clean your room, Johnny September.
I'll clean you right out of it.
Oh. So, what's on your mind, Johnny? What's new up in that old brain of yours?
Hey, I'm telling you. You know what? Left turns on red. Why won't they let anyone do a left turn on red?
You know, I did a left turn on red once.
Oh, wait, tell me about it.
Yeah, so I was going and I was driving down Collie over here, and I pulled up the red light, I made the left turn. Guess what I did?
What?
Hit a woman.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's okay.
Did you hit her dead?
Oh! And that's another classic Johnny September Takeover right there.
Hey, another thing I've been thinking about is something I wasn't going to talk about out loud, but I've been running red lights a little bit. But I've been, well, as I said, I mean, I look a little bit if there's anyone coming or going.
Like, how much is a little bit?
Well, and I say running red lights. Let me back it up. There's one area on my street, and I get there, and I have to wait. And I look to the left, I look to the right. There's no one there, and sometimes I just feel a little bit rebellious, and I go for it.
Well, that's okay, Johnny. Like, if you feel like that's the right thing you should do, then you should do it. That's how life works, man.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, that makes me feel good. And if I don't want to buy my own food and go into my neighbor's house and covet his food, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, that's how I live my life. I don't have anything in my fridge.
Oh.
I just walk next door, and I go and I look at my neighbor's fridge, and they got a meatloaf. Guess what? That's my meatloaf.
Hey.
You know, that's what Jesus said back in those biblical myths.
Yes.
Love your neighbor, give him food.
You know what? A man with an empty fridge is a man with a creative mind.
That's what my mother always used to tell me right before she put me to bed with an empty stomach. Oh, and that's the Johnny September Takeover.
Hey, time zones.
Okay.
What is going on with time zones?
I just flew back from California, actually, literally yesterday.
I saw that. How was that trip?
Oh, it was a great trip. And, like, the weirdest thing was, like, because I was only there a couple days and, like, shifting time zones. Because I went and it's 3 hours behind where we are here on the East Coast. And, like, so I had to readjust to that. And by the time I readjusted to that, guess what?
Time to come home.
I was already coming home.
I would think getting there is not bad. You're a little bit excited. You know, you get the extra 3 hours, but coming home is tiring, depressing,
Yeah.
you know, just...
But that's basically with any vacation.
Yeah. What was something unexpected that happened to you on the trip, whether it was professional or personal or just an insight?
Unexpected. On the way home, I spilled half a bottle of Sprite on my pants. Ooh. And my fingers got all sticky.
Oh.
Yeah, and so that was pretty unexpected. I didn't intend for that to happen. I had the Sprite thing sitting in the little thing on the airplane, and I think like the vibration from the airplane like shook it up, and it went like and went everywhere.
Turbulence.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what that makes me think of?
What does that make you think of, Johnny?
Last night I went to the movies by myself.
Oh, okay, cool.
I saw The Joker.
Oh, how was that? I haven't seen it yet.
I really enjoyed it, but there was a commercial in the beginning, if you call it a commercial, but there's a cranberry Sprite coming out.
Cranberry Sprite. Yeah, for the holidays.
Yeah, cranberry spice Sprite. But The Joker, I just felt drawn to go to the movie. It was it left me wanting another one. There's got to be another one coming.
I think so. I think I actually just read that like Joaquin Phoenix was like setting up stuff for a second one.
I thought I caught something like that too as I was, but I usually don't. I've been to the movies in a while, but this movie was just calling me. I would see it again, but it was good. Yeah, it was good. It was a little dark.
Pardon me, Johnny. Hey, we are recording a podcast.
Are you calling for guests? He's calling for
Yes. Oh,
please.
We could use one guest.
Come
please.
on. Come be a guest on the first episode of the Johnny September Takeover.
September Takeover. Yes.
Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
Welcome to the Johnny September Takeover.
What do you want to talk about, guest?
My name is Ray.
Ray.
Racist accent.
Racist accent.
And what's on your mind of racist accent?
I would like to talk about what I am doing in my home country,
Okay, cool. Where's that?
Transylvania.
Didn't you go to Transylvania once, Johnny?
I did. I went there to chase down an internet girlfriend. You know how that ended? Falsely.
Well, like, yeah. What? I remember you telling me, like, you found her out there, and it turned out that she was like actually a man.
No, she would never meet up with me.
I am here to tell my
Hey!
embarrassing
No,
story.
well, hold on, Johnny. Finish what you're talking about here.
She would never meet up with me, so it was just like one message to the next message and meet me here. It was just a digital relationship. The
Wow.
closer I got, the further away our relationship
That
became.
reminds me
Hey,
of my
Ray,
relationship.
Ray, Johnny.
Yes.
Doesn't that just feel like what relationships are like always like? You know, it's just like the closer you get, the further away. You know, I read somewhere that like you never actually touch someone because the air molecules.
I'm going to take a
Ray,
poop now.
Ray, yeah, whatever.
I wouldn't mind talking to Ray a little bit more.
No, Johnny, this is about you. Okay.
Wait, this is my...
So, like, you never touch anyone because, like, when you try to, like, touch them, there's a layer of atmosphere always between your actual skin and everyone else's. And that's kind of like what happens in relationships. Like, the closer you get, but you're still never going to touch.
That is very interesting. Do you know about the 5 love languages?
Oh, no. What are they?
Oh, I think that this is something that you would like. So there's a book, and I can send you a link, but the 5 love languages are, so how you give or receive
love?
affection. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, is number 1, words of affirmation.
Oh, yeah.
So I like to receive words of affirmation. It can kind of be kind of goofy, but it makes me feel good. People are like, oh, John, you're so funny, or that's a nice shirt. That really lights me up. Number 2 is gift giving. And I think you're a little bit of a gift giver because you've given me 1 or 2 things. You've given some of our friends. So the giving of gifts.
Johnny, can I interrupt you here?
Sure.
We are recording a podcast. Excuse me. We are recording a podcast.
Hi, I'm leaving.
We're talking about the love languages right now.
Need more guests?
Oh my god, I love talking
Yeah,
about
here,
the
come
love
on,
Come on on, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is a great podcast.
So what do you want to talk about? Yes.
I thought you were talking.
we're talking about the love. So
Yeah.
teaching.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So we covered
Gift giving?
gift giving, words of affirmation,
Yes, physical touch is one.
physical touch and affection,
What is service?
acts of service,
Acts of
doing things for
service.
others,
What's the other one?
quality time.
Quality. Oh,
Like
yeah.
if I'm like, hey,
That's how I'm very much. My
So if
quality
I'm-
time means.
yeah, like take a walk with me, or just run some errands with me, or do something like simple and mundane.
What was the last errand you ran, Johnny?
The last errand I ran, I got my hair cut today.
Oh, it looks very sharp.
Thank you.
Where'd you go?
I went to hair cuttery.
Well, hold on.
Hey, this is the Johnny September takeover. Though I like your style.
Well, I'm about to go home. Okay.
You know what? I'm the type of podcast you can take into your home. But today I went to
I was about to say what
Hold on,
podcast.
Johnny's talking. What were you saying, Johnny?
I went to a place called, I think maybe it's called Clippers. I don't know. But so I'm the type of guy.
Bye.
I'm the type of guy when I get my haircut, it is just spontaneous. I'm just driving my car and I'm like, you know what? I get my haircut. I make a left turn and get my haircut. And I just roll into Clippers. Like, did you check it online? I was like, yes, for that every time. No. And they're like, oh, it's going to be a line. And I'm like, well, I'm going to go to this other place. So I went down the street to haircuttery, walked right in the door. Zim, zang, zing.
Zim, zang, zing. Is that the sound? Is that the sound?
Zim, zang. This is the Johnny September take. And then she said, what type of haircut do you want? And I said, the Johnny September. 0 all around, fade it down. I said, clean up my beard a little bit. And she asked me, number 3 guard, number 2 guard.
Yeah.
Exactly. I said, hey, I'm the type of guy that doesn't complain much. It will grow back. Clean me up. I have a podcast to be on.
To be fair, you did go at a haircuttery, so I think she figured that out. Okay, let's go ahead and get a word from our sponsor. Who's our sponsor today, Johnny?
Our sponsor is Pineapple Express.
Pineapple the movie? Or the weed straight? Or both?
It is actually a go-kart company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, you spent some time with them, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. You know, I've totally forgot the Pineapple Express. They're like, they have the go-karts. They're all shaped like different citrus and island fruits. Mm-hmm. You know, so you could drive a pineapple, you could drive an orange, you can drive a kumquat, you can drive a cantaloupe, a grapefruit, whatever your heart desires.
Yeah. What is the difference between a fruit and a vegetable? What makes the distinction?
I think the difference comes from the fact that like fruits are like sweeter, vegetables are like more sour, except for lemons. And that's why people lots of times think that lemons can be fruits or vegetables.
You know what? I was a part of a group, the Zesty Lemons.
Oh, yes. So was I.
I know. You were a head producer of that. You were a head honcho.
Yeah. I don't mean to brag, but I'm kind of a big deal. But this is not about me.
No, this is the Johnny September Takeover.
Hey, looks like we have a guest coming in that wants to talk about something.
A man off the street.
Hi, I'm from the street.
Oh my God! From the real street.
What do you want to talk about?
This thing on?
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
So if I just threw a letter at you, like the letter K, what do you want to talk about? Letter K coming at
Special
you.
K.
Special K.
That's how I ended up on the streets.
Oh my gosh!
It's a fun drug.
Is that a horse tranquilizer?
Ketamine.
Yeah,
ketamine.
Ketamine.
Did you sniff it or do you take it as a pill?
Oh,
What was the last thing you sniffed, Johnny? Last thing you sniffed that just really got into?
Like drugs?
No, just in general.
Flowers.
Flowers.
I'm a big flower sniffer.
What's your favorite kind of flower, Johnny?
Know what I do like to do is go over to this is a Johnny September Takeover. So we just took over. Is know what a nice first casual consensual date is?
Johnny, for future reference, please don't go ahead and emphasize the fact that a date was consensual. It's implied, and if you say it, it makes it seem like it wasn't.
We're gonna come back to you in a second there, K-Man.
Yeah.
Going to the North.
Hey, no, stop. It's Johnny's turn to talk.
Is heading to the Norfolk florist and just walking around sniffing flowers.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right, young man. Tell me a little bit about.
I was just over here. Do you guys have $1 or anything?
Johnny.
I'm trying to get a bus ride home.
Johnny, when was the last? Hey, no, we're talking to
it's
Johnny.
just gonna take a second.
No, we're talking to Johnny.
Nobody rides a bus anymore.
When was the last time you rode the bus, Johnny?
Last time I rode a bus. Wow. You know what? I do have a bus story.
Okay, yeah. Love to hear it.
This one hurts a little bit. So in 7th grade, I used to take the bus. Also during a time where the show Doogie Howser was popular.
Okay.
And my hair grew down the back and curled up. And some of the kids on the bus would call me Doogie Howser. And that's my story.
That's a good one, Johnny.
Hey, that is a good one.
Yeah. Sorry. What were you saying?
Yeah, I just wanted $1 for the bus. I'm trying to get back home. My mother has cancer.
You know, I was thinking, Johnny, and I was like, what can anyone like truly want in life? Like, what's the difference between a want and a need? Ooh. Like I feel like some people's definition, like something that I might need, you might just want.
I need $1.
Hey, it's Johnny's turn to speak.
I think the Rolling Stones sang about that.
Oh yeah, give me shelter.
Yes, a want and a need. A want can. You also got to check in with yourself. Is it a yearn? Is it is it lust?
Ooh,
you know, or is it?
I love lust.
You know, loving lust.
Like just like there's just something about like that physical attraction right at the beginning.
Yes,
that's just like overpowering.
It makes me want to break the law.
Like in what way, Johnny?
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about peeping or anything, but what I
Johnny, there's a lot of talk about consent and peeping in this that is making me very uncomfortable.
no. Well, I mean, break the. Hey, we're trying to run a podcast.
We're
here.
trying to record a podcast.
Hey, it's me, Molly, and I'm leaving. I'm gonna walk home right now. Bye.
Cut that out of the Johnny September.
Do you
takeover,
have
please.
$1?
You know
for
what?
A bus.
If I was you, I'd also just walk home. Just keep on walking.
Yeah.
My wallet doesn't fit in my purse, so I don't have any money.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and just do a quick outro here for the initial episode, the pilot of the Johnny September Takeover, coming soon to all your podcasts
What's
near
happening
you.
here?
Hey,
Am I being
hey,
recorded?
Jeff, stop playing a character, man. Okay, like you're doing a bit. This isn't a show about bits. It's a show about serious stuff, man. We talked about infinite jest.
No, it was to get back onto one more thing.
Oh yeah, of course.
So that you're talking about that feeling that you have in the beginning of a relationship. You're saying lust,
Yeah.
but also can be the excitement of like sharing yourself with someone, figuring
Yeah.
something out.
Oh, of course.
So when I said I wanted to break the rules, I was kind of being silly. But what I think I meant is break the rules of
life,
love.
of love, and
Love. Is there any rules?
no, I don't think there
There's
is.
something else I've been thinking about. It's not time for that outro yet.
Okay, yeah. What you got?
So something to think about when I was younger. I was like, how the hell can everyone find their soulmate? It's a big world out there.
Statistically,
Statistically,
I think I read somewhere that
a
like
big
the
world.
average person meets 7,000 people in their life.
Oh, okay.
Like it's something like, but like in the grand scheme of things, that is so small.
Yeah, that is. Do you know that you can only have 5,000 Facebook friends?
I didn't know that. I know that I'm gonna be your savior. Bow down to me.
How many times do you do number 2 during the day? And can you name your top 3 places you like to do number 2 outside of your home?
There's nothing better than doing a number 2 at work,
Oh,
right?
the
Just-
work 2, AM
Yeah.
or PM. And do you get good Wi-Fi?
BM, right?
Oh, BM,
Hey,
BM.
Jeff,
Johnny
Jeff,
September.
Jeff,
Takeover.
it's Johnny's turn to talk.
But I made a funny joke.
Jeff, what were you saying, Johnny?
I was saying, so here I was in the Army, outside, and I finally talked this guy in on guard duty to do
In the army.
Hey, it's Johnny's turn.
I can't remember his first name, but he was super tall, and his last name started with the letter Y. And it was really cold outside. We were on guard duty when I was like 19. I finally talked him into doing a number 2 outside, and he would hold it until like we got to an area where there were like porta potties. I remember I finally talked him into doing a number 2 outside, and he came back and he's like, "Dude, I peed myself." So when you do a number 2 outside, you have to like in the Army, you have to like take off all your gear. It's like dark out. You got to like find a tree, maybe like pull yourself back. But you got to be aware of
Where
the lizard
things are hanging.
and the
Yep.
number 1. And if you're a number 2 guy, and when you're going number 2 in the toilet, if number 1 comes out, he went all over his pants.
Oh no,
Youngsworth, that's what it was. Start with a Y.
Youngsworth.
Sometimes I think about that when I'm just driving around. I'm like, man,
It's now time for the Matt Cole takeover.
Oh no, it's the Johnny September takeover.
You ever heard of chemtrails? Guess what? They're not real. You gotta look down. It's not about looking up, it's about looking down. You know that fertilizer causes more cancer of the pancreas than any other material on Earth? Guess what? The government designed it that way. It's all about the fertilizer and antibiotics. Antibiotics are a scam. Probiotics are also a scam. They're placebo effect. You gotta look down. Don't look up.
who's recycling the recycling? Johnny September takeover.
Oh yeah, it's back on the Johnny September takeover.
There's 12 months in a year,
So
but I
let's-
got 5 fingers on this hand.
Let's
and
go
2
ahead
of them are going
and shut down
inside.
our pilot for the Johnny September takeover.
And we're going down. We're going down fast, but I got 2 parachutes and 3 guys, and one guy needs $1.
There
That's
we
me.
go.
I really do just need
Jeff,
$1 to get home.
Jeff,
Jeff, you're not getting a
you're
parachute.
not getting any money.
I just
We know you're all just playing a character.
And what is our
It's-
outro?
Our outro is just the Johnny September outro theme song, which is
What's the best month of the year? September.
oh yeah.
All Libros. 30 days, half September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. Fuck you. Out.